Hi, my name is Marc Belaiche. I'm president of TorontoJobs.ca. Thanks for watching. Are you in job search mode right now? Do you have a game plan to find something? Are you an employer looking to hire? In this short video, I'm going to share with you some thoughts as to what's happening in today's market, specifically the labor market. So in essence, the world has changed as we know it. A lot of people are working from home. If you're out of a job right now, you're probably feeling stressed, frustrated. Other emotions are probably going through your head right now as well. Business is down substantially for many businesses, while some aren't even feeling it. In fact, some are even doing better right now in this environment. Think of organizations like Zoom or Netflix. In essence, though, I do think that while we're through the massive job layoffs that we've just been through, I do think that we might be in for another phase, perhaps after June 11th, which is the date that the wage subsidy ends. So that could be another date to look for, which is about a month away. But in general, the layoffs have leveled off. Companies are trying to figure out where they're going to go, what they're going to do, and so on. And it seems like people have got used to staying home. If you've been laid off, you're possibly collecting the Canada Emergency Response Benefit, the CERB, $2,000 a month, and you may be okay for now, and the program runs for 4 months, but perhaps you're not sure of the future. So that's maybe where things are. So if you're looking for a job right now, here are some tips that I'd like to share. First of all, watch a lot of webinars, watch a lot of sessions. There's a lot of Zoom videos that are going on right now. Understand what people's opinions are as to where things are going, especially within your industry, your profession, your area of expertise. Apply for all government programs that you're eligible for. So the CERB, what I mentioned, Canada Emergency Response Benefit of $500 a week or $2,000 a month. Salary top-up programs, Canada Emergency Student Benefit. Check out Canada.ca and click on individuals to find out all the programs that are available. I realize this might be a very difficult time for many people, but if you're not working, this is a time where you have to really work on your job search. Don't wait until you think it's safe to go back into the water, so to speak. Have urgency in what you do. Now's the time to be proactive, not when you think it will get better or when it will be better. Really start and strategize on your job search right now. Build your network right now as well. Use LinkedIn, social media, but especially LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the professional network, so definitely use that. I mentioned about watching videos, checking out webinars, lots available. If you're not sure, just Google some areas that you'd like to look at, some tips and so on. There's a lot of webinars that are going on right now. Stay away from the bad news. There's a lot of bad news. I actually look at the news each day and kind of get a gauge as to are they sharing more bad news or are they sharing more good news? And somewhere along the way, it's going to transition from bad news to good news. But just generally, if you're looking for a job, stay away from the bad news. Just stay connected with people that are going to be positive and going to reinforce you. Look at companies that are hiring as well and industries. I always say that in good times there's losers and in bad times there's winners. So there's always companies that are doing well in certain times and companies that are doing poorly in other times. So think about what industries and companies are hiring right now. And I mentioned about Netflix and Zoom. So those are similar examples. I spoke with someone this morning who said that there's a wine company, a company in the alcohol industry who's actually hiring right now. So really think about what's going on. There's always companies that are hiring, even in bad times. So if you have certain area of skills, also think about where you can pivot your skills as well. So if you've been in the restaurant industry, you need to possibly pivot to something different. So what else can you do? Think about your skills. Think about what skills might be transferable. Make sure to get your resume updated. Get a coach to help you out. Get someone to review your resume as well. Somebody that you trust. Perhaps you get a recruiter. You feel free to send it to me as well. I'm happy to give you some feedback. Always stay in touch with your previous employers and coworkers. They will be the first ones to call you back if business improves, or they can be a reference for you for a new position as well. Think about taking courses as well. What courses might you like? What courses might you think you need to improve upon? The world is going to look different after this is all said and done. Companies and businesses and jobs are going to look different. So think about what skills you may need to improve on in order to get that job for the future. get a spot in your house. If you're job searching, get a spot in your house or townhouse, apartment, condo, whatever it is. Some quiet time that you can set aside to do job search, that you won't be interrupted. And think of what you love to do. What do you love to do? This may be an opportunity for you to figure out what kind of job, what kind of employment, what kind of a career you might want. And, don't get down. It's easy for me to say, I know, but if you're just feeling frustrated or stressed, go for a walk, get some fresh air. 20 minutes, half an hour will probably do you some good, especially as the weather improves. Also be aware of scams. There's a lot of scams going on now. All of a sudden they popped up. So these scams prey on people who are unemployed. Don't let your guard down. If it sounds too good to be true, don't go forward. If they ask you for your social insurance number or your banking information, or you get a job without even really talking to somebody, make sure that you do your investigation. There's a lot of scams, so just be very careful. And also, if you're a job seeker, just check out our TorontoJobs.ca YouTube channel. We do post a number of videos on different topics, like video interviews and so on. So check that out. If you're an employer right now and you're looking at hiring, you should be using every government program available for companies that are hiring. For example, the wage subsidy and other programs. You should be branding your organization as an employer of choice, so that when we come out of this, you're going to be much better off. And now's the time to change the way you're thinking about hiring staff, whether it's video interviews, how you get to onboard, how you get to train people, and so on. So in conclusion, this won't last forever, obviously. We're hopefully further along than we hope or think. But the reality is the world and jobs and employment and companies and the way we work, it may change more on the flip side of this. We may be working a lot more remotely. We may be working half in the office, half at home. So think about all those situations. And as Wayne Gretzky used to say, I skate to where he was taught this. I skate to where the puck is going, not to where it has been. So, just really think about that as you're thinking about your career and your job and so on. So again, my name is Marc Belaiche. I'm president of TorontoJobs.ca. Feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. You can also check out our website where you can post your resume, search and apply to positions. I've also written the book called Tales from the Recruiter, where you can check out some tips on searching for a job. That's available at talesfromtherecruiter.ca. And like I said, you can connect with us on all kinds of LinkedIn and YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and Twitter channels. And look forward to connecting with you. Send me your resume. If I can help you out, I will. And have a great day. Take care. Thanks for watching.